let's look inside the dishwasher. So I've already explained the turbothermic system to you. So here we have the detergent dispenser. Of course, I'm sure it can take both powder and tablets. It's nice and deep, so no problem there. Rinse aid, that's where you put in your rinse aid. It's got a little optical detector to tell you whether it's full or empty, and it's completely empty because it's brand new. Bottom basket with removable plate racks, so both the left and the right, not the left, the right and the left hand side, the plate racks are both removable. Cutlery tray at the front, nice and big. Top rack, you've got your cup rack on the left hand side, and as you know, stainless steel spray arm. Now all the spray arms in Miele dishwashers, especially the top rack and the top basket, are plastic, no longer stainless steel. And not to forget, see if I can get right in here, but you'll see there is the top spray arm. It's only a short one, but there's still a rotating spray arm there. But what's truly amazing is the bottom spray arm. Very powerful jets, directional nozzles, absolutely quite incredible. So you've got 9 nozzles there, and I'm sure you get an incredible water coverage. Filter in the base of the dishwasher, so nice and large, but you can see actually how deep the sump is compared to a lot of the modern machines today. I'll just unscrew this. You'll notice it's quite deep because they do take, this takes about 10 litres of water per fill. The filter also pretty much hasn't changed much, looks fairly similar, except the base now is a conical filter, not straight up and down. Screw that back in, nice and firm. Excellent. The top basket is quite adjustable. You've got these nuts here, these little wheels you can undo and raise it or lower it in 3 different positions. Currently it's in the middle position. Okay, let's get down to business. So what I've done here is I've connected the machine up. I've got the water going into the sink, but I will be taking out my new Miele to put the old Miele in. Something I forgot to mention to you is during the program I did do a dry run before videotaping just to make sure everything's going okay. But what I noticed is that at the end of the main wash, the machine actually partially empties with water. So I reckon, from what I noticed, probably over a few litres of water is drained and fresh water is taken in. So it seems like it does like a bit of a cool down rinse or dilution wash, which is quite interesting. Miele did this way back in their predecessors as well, so they obviously kept it in there. Not that they explain it in the instruction manual, but I did notice that going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a universal program. Today I'll run the Universal 65. Mind you, this machine is not the quietest. Look, it is standing in the middle of my kitchen, but let's start her up. Oh, I better switch her on first before I start her up. So it starts off with the drain. So it drains any water that might be in the sump. the pump starts up straight away as the water's coming in. And I suppose it's doing this because it's so, this pump is so powerful that if it filled and then started to wash, I think it would be too harsh on things that move around too quickly. So you can actually hear it starting up, firing up. Last time I checked, the pre-rinse isn't very long. Basically, by the time it fills, it nearly drains. So I would calculate it's probably about 2 minutes. So it's a very quick pre-rinse. You can actually hear it sloshing away. I suppose back 35 years, this machine, they would have probably considered it being a quiet unit. I'm sure once I load it up with plates, which I intend to do, it will quieten the unit down somewhat. Go. As I said, the pre-wash is not very long, so it's draining out the water. In all intents and purposes for this exercise, I've connected this machine to hot water, simply because it does use a lot of water, and the heat up time would be longer. So I've connected to hot water, so it does make the cycles relatively shorter, but I'm sure it wouldn't impact on the cleaning results. My hot water system is about set at 55 degrees Celsius, and anyway, the pre-rinse, it would just purge some of the cold water in the pipe anyway, before getting onto the main wash. So it's taking in the next fill for the main wash. From the brochure that I have somewhere hidden away in my archives, the pump circulates 10 litres of water every 3 seconds. So it is a very powerful pump. So if you calculate that in how many litres per minute, it will be quite considerable. So it is a